Before we get started again, folks, how about at this time, we would like to welcome all the online viewers to the 53rd Annual St. Clair College Athletic Awards Banquet on the stream provided by We Digital Productions. A lot of time and effort goes into St. Clair Athletics, and it wouldn't be possible without the efforts provided by We Digital. They do a great job in providing stream for each and every one of our varsity events. And we're very grateful, as I think they're unrivaled in the province in terms of Ontario colleges and the product that they put out. We get a lot of wonderful comments daily and weekly from their productions. At this time, we'd like to introduce a season highlight video presentation prepared by Bob Belichico of Power Play Sports. If you could turn your attention to the video screens.
After the pandemic, it's been really hard to kind of adapt and to be able to build a foundation and a team with each other and just communicate and connect on a level that we've all been needing for so long. It feels so good.
It's going to turn out really well.
Huge win. This was big.
I believed in myself.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. One.
Good luck, man. Here we go, here we go.
Hey, now, Briggs, here we go. Take some three. 1, 2, 3, chase. Oh. Let's put the hash, put the hash.
And we're very proud of what we do here on the athletic side.
Kids just showed all kinds of resilience and heart, guts, all of those good qualities that a champion shows.
Having the privilege to be in the OCAA final for 3 years in a row, it's a memory I will never forget.
So new experience, but really excited.
I'm proud of my guys, and I'm proud of all of our athletes here at St. Clair College. We're all winners at the end of the year.
amazing production, again, possible by the efforts of Bob Belichico and his Power Play Sports. I saw a lot of people having fun on that video for sure, but you don't realize the kind of man hours that goes into just kind of being at our events when he's trying to balance that with the rest of the community. And there's nobody in this community that supports local sports like Bob Belichico, so that's great. So next we're going to move on with the Roy Washington Superfan Award. I want to call on Vice President John Failure to help with the presentation. This award is presented annually to individuals who exhibited dedication and support of the St. Clair College varsity teams while encouraging them in a positive manner. By virtue of their presence at Saints varsity events, the program is elevated, and this pride in St. Clair College should be celebrated. This award is dedicated to the memory of Roy Washington, who was a longtime supporter of the Saints varsity teams. Please help me congratulate this year's winners, combined Michael Beal and Kshitij Punj. I hope you guys appreciate the people behind the scenes who are doing all the cheering, right? Let's hear it for them. At this time, I'd like to call upon St. Clair Vice President, Mr. Ron Segan, for some remarks.
Good evening, everybody. On Tuesday, at 11:42 to be exact, I received an email from Ted Beal. That's not necessarily news. The fact that I agreed with Ted and it was uplifting was really different news. And this is what Ted said in the middle of a very busy day, and I think I thanked you, Ted, a couple times. And you all know Ted. When Ted has an opinion on something, he means it. St. Clair College has had one of the most successful seasons in program history. That included 10 provincial medals and 3 national podium finishes. I knew that, but it wasn't in my mind. Tell me if this was in your mind. Do we have enough COVID tests? Do we have a roster tonight? How did the test go? Is everyone positive? Is everyone negative? Are we playing? Are we going to have a season? Four teams didn't know until late January that we were even going to have a season. I think we need to take 3 buses to a football game, 2 buses for every other team. Mr. Jones' transportation line item for COVID relief on varsity sports buses was through the roof. How about this one? Call everybody who lives with somebody and get them the hell out of their rooms so that if one of them's positive, by OCAA rule, the other doesn't have to be positive. That took 3 motions to the OCAA to get approved so that it wasn't a recruiting violation during a COVID pandemic at the end of the season. And for Jay and Ted, I think it's the first motion St. Clair College has ever won at an OCAA meeting. It wasn't fun. I said all season long, this is not fun. We argued with fans to wear their masks. Okay? Softball team, who was drawing 600, 700, 800 fans to a game, and we're yelling at people to be 6 feet apart, and sooner or later said, oh, the heck with it. It was stressful. Every single team was affected by COVID. And you talk about our successful teams, and you look at ladies volleyball, who had one of their best players test positive the day before a game. Coaches getting COVID. Golfers getting COVID. It was just surreal, but we persevered. So to the question, are we going to have a season? I think we did. So when Ted sent that email, in all of that mess, we probably had the most successful season in 53 years. So to our athletes, we were all young once. I can't imagine what it was like lining up to get a COVID test before a provincial championship. Truth be told, I was hoping you were putting that Q-tip in your ear. Because can you imagine being young and being pumped about a national championship, a provincial championship, and waiting for those 2 lines not to appear on what, your 40th test, your 50th test? We got through it. We got through it. So to the athletes of St. Clair College, if that wasn't perseverance, I don't know what was. A couple of people I'd like to talk to just briefly. Coach Morency and Coach Mike LaChance. Mike Morency is nicknamed Mertz. I don't know why. I've known Mertz for 41 years. I still don't know why he's called Mertz. I played baseball for Mike 41 years ago, so I'm guessing Mike's 78, 80 years old by now. We started talking about football 6 years ago. We needed a stadium. That took time. COVID wiped out the first season, and then of course football predates all the other sports because it starts earlier. And we were playing football with a public health unit who rightly was saying, wear a mask, stay 6 feet apart, no contact, in a football environment. So to you football players who dressed in your car, who dressed in a tent, who dressed in a parking lot, I apologize, but we needed to do it. And after a long, long planning cycle, I think it was September 11th against the London Beefeaters in a packed Acumen Stadium, the dream of football on a Canadian campus came true. The football folks have recruited 32 rookies who potentially can play football here, who never would have come to St. Clair College without football. And then veteran camp is this week. Actually, football has more camps than I can keep track of. But you're going to have 50 to 60 students playing football at a Canadian campus. That happens nowhere else in Canada. Mertz, you jarred me when you said, you have to remember this is a 100-person operation. We're almost there. We're figuring stuff out. But football will be set up to be played for years at St. Clair College. Welcome aboard. To my colleagues on our senior operating group, to a president who supports athletics and put up with my whining and ranting about all kinds of decisions with athletics from the provincial powers that be, we get great support from the corner office, and we're out in big numbers tonight. So you are in good hands. Sports will live on for many, many years at St. Clair College. That's what we call SOG, Senior Operating Group, so thank you, folks. Mr. Beal spent a lot of time in my office this year. That's Michael Beal. SSAA, which is its new incorporated name, redefined what school spirit is at St. Clair College. We had the home games pretty much perfected. Big crowds, vocal crowds. But what happened in March in Toronto with the huge numbers of athletes, a lot of you were there, alumni, parents. It gave us a fighting chance against those Humber Hawks. And I think you're going to see a redefined Student Athletic Association that's going to be bussing on the road to be in your support athletes. So what a fabulous Student Athletic Association this year. And lastly, I said this sincerely, and I'll say it again tonight. We hosted, in a COVID mess, the first national tournament to happen during the COVID break, the Canadian National Golf Championships. 80 volunteers, crazy volunteers, Thanksgiving weekend. Maybe there was meaning in Thanksgiving if you're a sports lover. Ted flew to Sault Ste. Marie to coordinate the provincial golf tournament. We hosted ladies softball. We hosted provincial men's soccer. Thank you, soccer team. That was the one team who had to win to get to the Final Four. We could have hosted a tournament that our team wasn't in, and that home came victory, and then the win at Durham, which is a tough road trip, Coach Mike, was a huge win. Top four in men's soccer, it's a highly competitive sport, and some good news in a few minutes on that front. We hosted ladies basketball, perennial provincial finalists. The work that goes behind that is never ending. The OCAA meetings were last week in Kingston. A lot of these tournaments are highly competitive in terms of who gets to host them. First of all, you got to be good. You can't host a tournament if your team's not reasonably competitive in that tournament, as you know. So here's the good news for next year if you haven't heard it. Between the efforts of Ted and Jay, we'll be hosting the 2022 Men's Provincial Baseball Championships, the 2022 Ladies National Softball Tournament, the 2022-23 Men's Provincial Basketball Tournament, and the 2023 Men's National Soccer Tournament. So we are alive and well, folks. Thanks, Ted and Jay. Good work in Kingston. Christy, Jay, Ted, Matt, Rob, Amanda, Jimmy, Aaron, Kevin, and I think I saw Kim come in at the last minute. And everybody else who helps athletics. This was the hardest working athletic department in the country. If somebody tied us, we'll tip our hat. So my sincere thanks, and you're in for some excitement, folks. What you're going to see on resumes and rosters in the next couple minutes, it'll truly blow your mind. Great job. Thank you.
Thanks, Ron. Everybody always mixes me and Ted up in the halls, and you just did it now. I went to the Sioux, Ted didn't. Anyways, before we move on to our major awards, just one thing that triggered my mind there when Ron was speaking. When Ted and I were at the meetings last week, we do a lot of after-hours business, and as most of you know, that's sometimes when most of the work gets done. But one thing we kept hearing throughout the week from other athletic directors, staff, was, man, what are you guys doing at St. Clair? What's going on down there? Like, and it was all like, and the one thing we did hear a couple times was, you guys are one of the top four. So there's 27 schools in the OCAA, and all these people were just coming up to us. We haven't had an AGM in person in 3 years, but people were just randomly over a beer like, you guys are top four. Now, I'm not going to guess who the other three are. I'll let you guys think about that. We kind of know who one is. But that just tells everybody in this room and everywhere what's going on at St. Clair. Like, for a school our size, we're classified as medium, I believe, in the college system. To be continually said, you guys are top four, and winning, hosting, scholarships, you name it. So just to kind of end what Ron said there, that triggered my mind when he was speaking there. So as he said, lots of great stuff going on. So on to our major awards for the rest of the night. This shouldn't take too long. First of all, I'd like to recognize our St. Clair Academic All-Stars. They should be coming up on the screen here. These are student athletes that achieved a 3.0 GPA or B average over the fall semester, and they're up on the screen. Take a quick peek. It's also in the program yearbook you're going to get. Hard to read that. 99 student athletes on the screen. And again, that's just the fall. Obviously, we didn't have time to get all the grades in for the winter semester, but that's a pretty outstanding achievement. At this time, I'd like to call up Vice President Academic Wasim Habash to help with our All-Academic All-Canadian Awards. The Academic All-Canadian Award is the CCAA's most prestigious student athlete award, recognizing excellence in academics and athletics. To achieve this honor, a student athlete must be named to his or her respective member conference all-star teams in a CCAA sport and achieve honors at their institution. This year, we had an outstanding 7 recipients. That's the most I think we've ever had in my 20 years at St. Clair. So I'd like to recognize these people. Please come up when your name is called and to receive your certificate from the CCAA. From women's soccer, Athena DeMario Dome. From men's soccer, Evan Mendonca. From women's volleyball, Sarah Dobinson. Also from women's volleyball, Chantal Devote. From women's basketball, Gianna Kuchera. And of course, also from women's basketball, Logan Kuchera. And lastly, from cross country, Melody Knight. Wasim's getting tested on the twins up here. Again, congratulations to these 7 athletes. Can't say enough. Academics, on the court, on the field, great job. Thank you. All right, our next is our Team Academic Award. I'd like to call forward Don Hogan to help present this award. Established in 2004, this award recognizes St. Clair intercollegiate varsity teams for academic achievement. It is awarded to teams who attain the highest grade point average amongst all teams in the fall semester. This award is named in honor of our presenter, Don Hogan, who is a former St. Clair College faculty member and coordinator of the General Arts and Science program and helped us develop a lot of our academic policies. This year's team winner, with a 3.43 team GPA. So basically the whole team almost achieved honors. Our women's volleyball team. Congratulations, ladies. Come on up, whole team, let's go. Get up here. And the coaches. And just so while they're coming up, this wasn't a runaway battle. There were a couple other teams that were right there in contention. So again, like Ron said, with all the COVID stress, pressure, you name it, to get a GPA that high is amazing. All right, great job. We'll make their way over for their photo now. Our next award is the Fair Play and Sportsmanship Award. Introduced in 1995-96, this award recognizes student athletes who reflect the true spirit of sport through their exemplary commitment to sportsmanship, fair play, and teamwork. This award is named in honor of Bob Weepers, longtime athletic coordinator, for his commitment and contributions to the athletic program at St. Clair. I'd like to call forward Director of Collegiate Recreational Services, Christina Gatto, to help with the presentation of the award. This year's winners, again, this was one we debated at length. We have two winners from women's basketball, Kirsten Tompkins. And from men's basketball, Jalen Harmon. Jalen's got to hug everybody first.
You got to put a plug in there. She's such a fair play person. She wouldn't come on the stage until he did.
Did you guys notice what Kirsten did there? Well, she's such a fair play and sportsmanship individual. While Jalen was celebrating with everybody and hugging, she waited like a perfect gentleman for Jalen to come up. I think I hugged Jalen about 20 times at men's basketball provincials this year. Now, our next award, I'd like to call forward former Board of Governors Chair Dan Allen to help with this presentation. This is our Exceptional Service Award in honor of Jack Costello. Introduced in 2005-06, this Exceptional Service Award is presented annually to an individual for his or her outstanding dedication and commitment to the Department of Athletics and Recreation. This award recognizes those who have gone above and beyond his or her regular duties over the past season. This award is named in honor of Jack Costello, who is a former St. Clair hockey coach and athletic director, as well as a member of the CCAA and OCAA Hall of Fame. This year's nominees, who we'll show you real quick here. We have three. Ron Swift. Ron helped our golf team this year when we were in a jam and was amazing assistance. Don Zimmerman, the Fratman football equipment manager. And Jerry Marentet, one of our photographers. This year's winner of the Jack Costello Exceptional Service Award, Jerry Marentet. I'm sure everybody here recognizes Jerry. He's a fixture at community sporting events who has been doing this for a long time. And if you want to know how long Jerry's been doing it, I used to play hockey about 30 years ago, Jerry. And Jerry might have caught me playing hockey when I was playing back then. So he was doing photography then. He still does it now. Jerry volunteers his time, comes out to many games. Obviously, we have Bill Smith doing it, but many of our events are too much going on for one to handle. So congratulations, Jerry. We really appreciate what you do for us.
I really don't know what to say. I know I've been helping out a long time, but unfortunately I only know one student athlete here. That'd be Mike Beal. Unfortunately, I don't know anybody here unless I photoed you in high school in our area. So thanks kindly. Congratulations to all the recipients and all the championship teams. This is really strange for me because I got a similar award for this from the University of Windsor, which I've been with like for 45 years. So I look forward to helping out again. I could say go Lancers, but I'll say go Saints.
We did forget to tell Jerry if he wins this award, he is no longer allowed on Lancer property, so sorry about that, Jerry. All right, I'll turn it back over to Ted.
Thanks, Jay. Next, we have the John Albert Strasser Award in honor of Dr. John A. Strasser. Established in 2015, this annual award will be given to the varsity coach whose team achieves success athletically while making significant contributions to the community. Named in honor of Dr. Strasser, who served in that role for 15 years. During that span, St. Clair won 25 provincial and national championships. Amazing. I'd like to call forward Director of College Recreational Services, Christina Gatto, to help with the presentation once again. We have 3 nominees in this category. The screen will probably reveal. Second-year men's volleyball coach, you guys can read quicker than I can say it. So Ryan Lecknoys from volleyball, Amanda Milanis from women's basketball, and Alex Wiseman from women's softball. Our award winner serves as an organizational communicator, and when I say that, I mean they have to do all the thinking for everyone and make sure everybody understands what's going on. Technical advisor, which means they know what they're doing on the field and can advise and make sure they know they're in the right spots. Academic advisor and trusted counselor. She's provided dedicated leadership for the softball program for 8 years. Please help me congratulate Alex Wiseman. She said she was going to cry, but I think that was just so she can make me cry. So we're going to keep moving. Next we have the Gerald Service Intercollegiate Coach of the Year Award. Presented annually to the St. Clair varsity head coach whose teams exemplify a high level of performance, sportsmanship, dedication, and leadership. This coach will stress the values of athletic participation in an educational setting and will assist in the improvement of athletic skills as well as life skills. This coach will provide leadership as a role model in their team members and St. Clair College, named in honor of former hockey coach Gerald Service, who led his teams to 3 provincial championships and 1 national championship in 7 seasons, and was inducted into the OCBA Hall of Fame in 2005. I'd like to call forward Board of Governors Chair Jid Sovereign to help with the presentation. We ask that you turn your attention to the video screen for the presentation.
The Gerald Service Intercollegiate Coach of the Year Award. And the nominees are Brendan Segan and Matt Sykes. Paul Boots. Roberto Duncan. Doug Wiseman. Andy Kiss. And the winner is Brendan Segan and Matt Sykes.
As soon as I get walking. As soon as he cut. If we didn't talk about it already, 3rd year with the men's basketball program, West Division 2nd place, had a CCAA All-Canadian selection, and David Gomez Jr. won an OCAA silver medal. First time since the early 80s that was achieved at St. Clair College, and then topped it off with a run at nationals to the first national medal in men's basketball program history. I mean, amazing accomplishment. I had the pleasure to play a few games for St. Clair, and making the playoffs is one thing. Getting to the next level is quite another. There are some highly competitive programs across this province, let alone the country. They're to be commended, and tremendous job, and obviously very young in their career. Hopefully we can continue to see lots more. Thanks. Next, we have the Al Hoffman Athlete of the Year for Outstanding Achievement Award, recognizing intercollegiate athletes who perform at a high level of athletic excellence combined with sound scholastic achievement, those who have excelled in athletic competition at the college, regional, provincial, and/or national levels, whose efforts have contributed to the success, competitiveness, enhancement, and overall quality of their respective sport. And named in honor of former athletic director and men's basketball coach Al Hoffman, who's inducted into the OCAA and CCAA Hall of Fame, as well as the Windsor-Essex Sports Hall of Fame. In 2007, recognizes the most outstanding male and female varsity athletes at St. Clair College from the past season. I'd like to call forward St. Clair President Patty France to help with the presentation. Please turn your attention once again to the video screen.
The Al Hoffman Outstanding Female Athlete of the Year. And the nominees are Sarah Dobinson, Amy Clayton, Jana Kuchera, Logan Kuchera, Shaylin Murphy, and the winner is Amy Clayton.
So Amy comes to us as a transfer from Wayne State. I think she's having a better time here than she did at Wayne State. I hope that's the case. Yes, that's great. Silver medal in the province, silver medal in the Nationals, League All-Star, Player of the Year, which voted it as the best player in obviously the province, was a championship All-Star at both the provincial and national level. Her stats are quite impressive. If you want to see the ball pitched well, you give it to Amy. If you want to see the ball hit very far, you give Amy the bat. So congratulations, Amy. Next, we'll move on to the Male Award. Please turn your attention once again.
The Al Hoffman Outstanding Male Athlete of the Year. And the nominees are David Gomez Jr., Tyler Jones, Jacob Fitzpatrick. Henry Rial. And the winner is Tyler Jones.
Tyler doesn't need the stairs. He comes right up the front. That's great. 4th year with the cross-country program. Silver medal this year. First team All-Ontario. Team silver medal. National team bronze medal. All-Canadian now for the 4th time. 4 seasons, 4-time All-Canadian. I don't know if that will ever be equaled. And obviously he's the MVP of the cross-country team. Amazing, amazing, amazing. In the home stretch, folks, moving on to the Mason McDonald Award, which goes to the graduating male and female varsity athletes of the year. The award recognizes the graduating athletes who have displayed outstanding athletic abilities while maintaining exemplary academic performance and school involvement during their years at St. Clair College. The trophy was donated by and named for Mr. Mason McDonald, former athletic director of the predecessor to St. Clair College, Western Ontario Institute of Technology. And we'd like to call forward the Vice President, Mr. Ron Segan, to help with the presentation. Please turn your attention to the video screen for the female nominees and winners.
The Mason McDonald Graduating Female Athlete of the Year. And the nominees are Shannon Coffey, Jana Kuchera, Logan Kuchera, and the winner is Jana Kuchera. The Mason McDonald Graduating Male Athlete of the Year. And the nominees are David Gomez Jr., Tyler Jones, Evan Mendonca. And the winner is David Gomez Jr.
To assist, coordinate, and support the incoming varsity teams in any way possible. We are also excited to begin planning a wide array of intramural events, and with our new partnership with Windsor Tennis Management, those beach volleyball courts are going to be open very, very soon, so keep an eye out. The SSAA is ready to do our absolute best to coordinate varsity athletics, intramural activities, and engage in community involvement. Here's to another successful season of the partnership between Saints Varsity Athletics and the Saints Student Athletic Association. Go Saints! I'm going to take a sec to introduce our incoming board. Extremely excited. We have a great group here. So starting with our executives, returning to the board, former president and incoming treasurer, Michael Beal. One of the most community-involved people I know, our new vice president of varsity, Eric Dominguez. A true vet in the SSAA game, our new VP of Intramural, Mr. Peyton Houston. Also blessed to be able to welcome back a returning crop of directors, starting with Mateo Palumbo, Jacqueline French, Raya Cowan, Ashley Brill, and I'm also very pleased to be welcoming some new faces to the organization. Miss Amy Clayton, George Karazias, Deepak Se Thurkel, Yao Gabriel Pavai, wasn't able to join us tonight. Alvin Lee wasn't able to join us tonight, and Brandon Magna wasn't able to join us tonight. We have a group of 15 very dedicated students that want to see this college grow, and we're going to be here for a great 2022-2023 year. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Michael and Christian. It gives me great pleasure personally and professionally to see that happen. I got to sit in their shoes, and obviously to see that happen in my own house is actually pretty cool. So I want to acknowledge, obviously, the Center for the Arts for hosting us this evening. It was wonderful. Our decorations this evening, designs by Diane. Season highlight video, once again, Power Play Sports and Bob Belichico. The major award videos were provided by Mike Poirier for our Media Services Department at St. Clair. Bill Smith, trusted photographer. Give us a wave, Bill. He's doing the photos. And the Trophy Boys will locally help us with the awards this evening. So a lot of acknowledgments. All this machine keeps rolling, and we look forward to a great year next year. I want to thank Dom Papa and We Digital Productions for putting on the stream this evening and helping us throughout the season. Looking forward to, like I said, a great year next year. Drive safe, everyone. See you next year. Go Saints.
right, I'm with David Gomez here at the Saints Annual Athletic Banquet. And David, got some nice hardware to take home, put into the collection. Talk to me about the year coming to an end and your thoughts on how it ended for you.
It's just a blessing. I want to thank God, thank my family, my teammates, the coaching staff, everybody else that was involved, Ron Segan. The coaches taking a chance on me to come out here and turn this program around. It's just a blessing, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Yeah, you come over from the States, David, and obviously it's a kind of a different atmosphere. Even though the countries are close, it's still a different approach here. Yeah. How did you adapt, and what did you enjoy most about it?
My teammates helped me adapt very well. What was the other question you asked?
Just what did you enjoy most about it being here?
The people are nicer. It's cleaner here. I just had fun. It was a great experience, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
How about the competition? I mean, obviously you were very successful. You were the key guy for a couple of years for the Saints team. You obviously wanted that role, took that role, and really almost perfected it. What did that mean to you, and how did you do it?
The competition was good. I think people overlook it a little bit, especially in the OCAA, knowing that the youth sport is above us. But I feel like, especially with the guards, like the bigs is, I feel like the only thing that separates the OUA with the OCAA. The guards could compete with them as well, and I just had fun, man. I'm lost for words, for real. I'm just happy to be here.
We're happy you were here, David. We enjoyed watching you. It's been a thrill. I get to watch from the sidelines. I always just was in awe of what you did out there. Thank you for everything, and continued success to you. I think you got a great future ahead of yourself, and stay safe, okay?
Right. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yep.
David Gomez. We're going to keep going here. Our other athlete of the year, the female athlete of the year. Okay, I still haven't been able to figure you two out. Okay, this is Jana. See, not bad, actually, even in my old age. Jana Kuchera, who we've had just for years, a thrill just watching this lady play basketball. Kind of a bittersweet night for you, Jana. Is it fair to say that?
Yeah, it's bittersweet for sure. It's the end of my college careers. It's hard to believe, but I'm thankful and grateful for everyone that's helped me along the way and all the successes I've had too.
How did you, and I'm sure your sister helped because you're so close, but how did you push yourself every year to do more, get better, what you did, and just lead by example?
Well, we came into college and we knew that we were competitive people, so we didn't want to be mediocre athletes. So every off season, every season, Logan and I, we always pushed each other to be better basketball players, better people, mentors, role models, so that, the young ones coming in, they could look up to us and be like, I want to be like them one day.
I'm curious, as you go on into your next chapter of your life, Jana, you'll always have these memories at St. Clair. What will you tell people about St. Clair?
I would tell them a lot. I would tell them definitely go there. There's a lot of supportive people behind the scenes working their butts off to make sports a success. You're provided with a lot of extras, money, help in academics, and just support overall at the games. Incredible people to be around. They make you happy, put a smile on your face every single day, and I know I can count on them when I need the most.
Well, you did a lot for us, so you certainly fulfilled your role. Are you going to still play basketball? What are you going to do to fill that now?
Yeah, Logan and I have been thinking about it, and we're going to put a highlight tape together and look for some agents and try and play overseas in Europe next year. So, we're working hard this summer, getting back into the gym, shooting, working out, and we'll just, we have high hopes, and we'll just go from there.
I think you have a good chance of playing there next year. Great stuff, Jana. Thank you. That's all I can say is thank you. It's been a pleasure watching you.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate everything you've done for us.
Jana Kuchera, Female Athlete of the Year here at St. Clair. What a phenomenal athlete. Just a real special person all around. We're going to take a break, and you know what? I'm going to grab up some other interviews, and we'll continue our coverage of the St. Clair College Athletic Awards Banquet. All right, we continue our coverage here at the St. Clair College Athletic Banquet. This guy won a couple of awards. He could have won the Best Hugs of the Year award, too, that's for sure. He just hugs everybody, and they feel good, I'll tell you. Jalen Harmon joins us, and first of all, congratulations on the awards. And what's it mean to you, Jalen, to win an award here and just be recognized like that?
You know, it's really a blessing. Yeah. You see, like moments like that, you can't take it for granted, and I'm really thankful.
You know, do you think about this stuff? Like, this is something I'm sure you'll keep in your memory, but, you know, when you go up there and you're nominated and there's other athletes and, you know, they call out your name, what was your feeling when you heard your name?
You know, all glory goes to God. You know, just he changed my life and he saved me, so at the end of the day, it's just I want to represent Jesus the best way I can.
Well said, Jalen. Now, I would imagine St. Clair is going to always be very close to you.
Yes, absolutely. Family. This is a family in here. And it's awesome. We got more family that was unable to attend tonight, but you know, everybody's in my heart, and I'm thankful for the moments I'm able to share with everybody. So,
was there anything, like, you came over from the States as well, just like David, that, you know, kind of a little bit of a cultural change here?
Not necessarily. You know, it all boils down to perspective at the end of the day. We're all human beings, and it's just a matter of loving and support one another.
Well, we love you, that's for sure, Jalen. You're great to watch, great to cover, and appreciate everything you've done.
Absolutely.
Congrats and good luck.
Thank you. All bless.
One of the special guys for sure, Jalen Harmon. I got a couple of coaches, Mr. Segan and Mr. Sykes, right here. A good night for the basketball programs here at St. Clair. Coach Segan, Coach Sykes, congratulations, co-coaches of the year. Great run, a silver medal nationally. This team was pretty special, and a lot of work went into it. This was something that was building and building. You know, talk to me about the year, how special it was, and just going through it with this team.
Yeah, for me, I mean, everything went so fast during the season. You almost didn't have time to take it in. So the week after everything happened, you just sit back and realize what a great accomplishment it was, and one of the best rides in my life in sports. And I mean, I won an award for Coach of the Year, but I didn't do too much. Those guys got us there, and they were awesome to coach.
Yeah, this is an interesting dynamic. A lot of people say, well, how do two guys, they're associate coaches, and I just marvel at this. I've watched you guys now for a couple of years, and I'm thinking, man, these guys got it down. How special is this relationship, Matt, and how does it work?
I mean, it's something super unorthodox. Like you said, it's something that people haven't really seen before, but I mean, me and him have a special bond. You know, he asked me to coach. I shouldn't even have been here if it wasn't for him, and you know, it just works. It's easy. I show up today. It's easy to enjoy. You know, we show up to the core. It's fun for us. It's not taxing. It's just, if you enjoy something, you can be good at it. If you work hard at it, you can be good at it. And you know, he makes it easy for me, and the college makes it easy for us, and our players made it really easy for us.
Both you guys are former athletes, great athletes. Obviously, like I said, a silver medal at the national championships. The bar is set high. I'm not trying to put pressure on you guys, but I guess the question is, can you maintain it and go even higher?
I mean, we're going to try our very best to do it. We've got a good group of guys coming back, a couple of recruits we're going to announce in a couple weeks I think we're going to be right there, and a lot of motivation, and especially this group of guys, when they have a chip on their shoulder, they're dangerous. So we know Humber got us this year, but we're coming back for them next year for sure.
And of course, it was announced tonight you'll be hosting the Ontario Championship. That obviously speaks volumes about this program. It's respected. Hosting that, I know you guys are not going to want to go in just because you're the host. You're going to want to get there as the champions. How special will that be, knowing that you're going to the provincials and hosting it?
Yeah, I mean, with this returning core, I think our guys deserve being there. It was a good decision based off that, and you know, being there isn't enough now. Before, maybe 2 years ago, it would have been enough, but now it's just not enough, and we want to be able to get that gold.
Great stuff, guys. Congratulations. Job well done. Look forward to seeing you guys next year. All right. Coach Segan, Coach Sykes, great job this year. These guys did a really good job molding this team, let me tell you. What a fun bunch to watch, and what a great program. I'm going to check out, let me see if I can get Mr. Ron Segan here. Of course, Ron Segan, the guy that really leads this ship, is right here. He's behind the scenes. You don't see him much. He's at all the games, though. He supports his programs to no end. What a great night, Ron.
You know, Dom, we almost canceled it because, you booked this a month ago and things were still kind of, boy, I'm glad we did it. And the kids are glad we did it. And again, as I said, there were so many obstacles. We weren't counting our successes, and then all of a sudden, we had a good year.
Well, you just listened to everything that was rattled off here tonight, the accolades, the players, the athletes, the teams. I mean, St. Clair's on the map, not only provincially but nationally, and this has got to be so encouraging with everything that's gone on in the last couple of years at the college, Ron, the new stadiums, the creation of the sports program. You got to be very gratified. President Patty France has to be very gratified to see this.
Yeah, the support for the facility development, and I mean, the president supports student life. Students are important to her, and this is just one small example, but that facility was a long-time dream, as you know, and it's paying off. It's fun. It's entertaining. It's a good place to watch student athletes. The recruiting we have to hang up the phones. The recruits are calling. We're busy. St. Clair College is a good place to be right now. And Dom, it's the community, and nobody leads sports more in this community than you do, and we appreciate it.
I love it, and it's been a great run for us. We love the partnership with the college. You announced also tonight, Ron, the championship's coming here next year. Again, it just speaks volumes, the respect the college is getting, and I've said it on our broadcast when we've done the tournaments, nobody does it, hosts tournaments better than St. Clair, and I know just you and how hard you work, you're going to push the bar even harder if you can do it, and even in a higher standard.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's you're creating memories that kids are going to have forever. I mean, we were talking about WeTV and WeDigital, and I've got a scrapbook, and you're as old as me with a scrapbook. These kids get to watch their games the rest of their lives, and the academic achievements that went along tonight. If you're an athlete, this is a good place to be.
Well, starts with the top at the leadership level, and that's you and Patty and Christy and Jay and Ted. You guys are a great team yourselves and deserve all the accolades. So congrats on that, Ron, and look forward to talking to you guys throughout the summer. And, boy, I'm excited for next year already.
Yeah. Appreciate it, Dominic. It's going to be a fun year.
Ron Segan does a great job leading this program, making all of this happen. And even to put a banquet on like this, it's a lot of work. People don't know what goes into this, but it's pretty special. And certainly WeDigital is very, very happy to just be a small part of it, allowing us to do all these things. And it's just outstanding to be part of it. I'm going to see if I can grab a couple more. Let's take a little time out, but I'm going to try to grab a couple more because there's a lot of good feelings here tonight. So hang tight with me, folks. Continue on here at the St. Clair Center for the Arts. The St. Clair College Athletic Banquet is just unwinding. We just gave out all the hardware. Another special recipient here tonight, Alexandra Wiseman. She's one of the coaches with the women's softball program. They had an unbelievable campaign. Boy, what a fun team they were to watch and broadcast. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You get nominated and your name gets called. What's the thought and feeling?
Well, first off, I saw my photo up on the screen and thought, cool, okay, what's this for? Oh my gosh, the girls are cheering for me, and we really are such like a family-focused team. We always say 1 through 22, and there's 22 people on board that make it happen, and that's players and staff included. They're chanting my name. All of a sudden, I'm being called up, and I'm just so grateful. And I went into this past season with so much gratitude because we didn't have a season last year. And so it was just so heartfelt to be part of that. Community is so important to our team. We are constantly trying to get involved in different ways that we can leverage athletes to be, role models for community members and for student athletes.
It's the John Strasser Community Service Award that Alexandra is claiming here tonight. She's also a great coach. It's all part of it, folks. So she's a multitasker and multi-talented. That's the best way to put it. And talk to me quickly about the year the team had, Alex, and pretty special. Came up a little bit short at the end, but nonetheless a pretty special year.
Certainly. So as I said, we didn't have a season last year, so we came in with a really fresh crop. We had maybe 2-3 returning players. So it was a brand new team. So our first priority was to get girls comfortable and feeling, cohesive together. And I think that we were most successful in that regard. The girls came into the season with knowing that it was a privilege to be on the diamond. And we really, like I said, rooted for each other, 1 through 22. We came up short in the provincials and the nationals. Silver medals in both regards. Certainly something to be proud of, but definitely lights a fire for next season.
Well, you lead me to my next question. Obviously, I think the bar every year for this program, it starts with Coach Wiseman, head Coach Wiseman. Yep. You got to distinguish that. But I don't think this team rebuilds. They reload.
That's right. That's right, we do. And we don't look at it as rebuilding. We look at it, like you said, reloading is the perfect term. I'm going to steal that, actually. I'll coin you, though. And we look at filling in gaps wherever we're going to maybe lose a player or lose, an area of expertise. We certainly look to recruit in that regard. And every single girl is willing to step up to the challenge and literally and figuratively step up to the plate.
Well, it was fun.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
It's been a blast.
Really enjoyed watching your team play. Thank you for that. And look so forward to seeing you play next year. And, of course, you'll be hosting maybe the Nationals.
That's right, we will be.
So, really, talk about excitement. I mean, how exciting is that?
It's so exciting. And our season really is jam-packed. It starts in the beginning of September and it ends at the end of October. And it is fully loaded. So we get rolling and we don't stop. So you're going to see us hosting Nationals, and we have something to fight for this year. So
appreciate it.
Yeah,
Love it.
So much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Alexandra Wiseman, you can go and join your gang again and go celebrate. But thank you. Boy, so many special people here tonight, so many special teams. This program at St. Clair is just building and building and building. Everything's done at such a high level, and you have to just commend everybody here. It was just an outstanding evening here of excellence, celebrating the athletic accomplishments of the college this year. That's it for us. We're going to call it a night. Another great day for us here at We Digital. I want to thank my head producer, Evan White, of course, my other assistants, Calvin Bodwin, Alex Flamia, Justin Prince helped me put this together here today. I want to thank Ted Beal and Jay Schufelt, Christy Gatto, for allowing us to be part of this here tonight. It was certainly our pleasure. First time we've ever done this, and hopefully we get to do it again next year and for many years after. It was just a lot of fun and again, a great night here. So on behalf of everybody here at We Digital, the entire St. Clair College Athletic Department, this is Dominic Papa thanking you for tuning in. We'll talk to you all again soon. Stay safe, everybody.